Hello friend, this is Sheila McKenna. You're watching Push Factor TV and welcome to another episode. Thank you for watching. And before we start the week, I'd love for us to think about our self-image, the way we think about our self-esteem. I want to actually start with a story. Now, there was a time a friend of mine told me something and it really touched me deeply. I thought about it and I thought, what a way to have your heart broken. So he told me about a time when he was 12 years old and he had this idea that he wanted to be a doctor and he was really excited about it. And he thought, you know what, I should actually tell mom about this so that I can find out what she thinks. So at the end of school, he goes home and he finds his mother in the kitchen. And he runs to her excited and he tells her, Mom, I know what I want to do with the rest of my life. And she's like, really? What do you want to do? And he says, I want to become a doctor. And she looked at him and she chuckled to herself and she said, my son, I'm sorry, there is no way that you can become a doctor. Do you know how much work it takes to become a doctor? Do you know how serious they are? You are the laziest boy that I know. I cannot see you becoming a doctor. I'm sorry. Think of something else. And those words crushed him. And he never thought about becoming that again. He took that dream, put it in a shelf, and left it there to gather dust and to rot. Now, I think most of us have gone through that. We have had ideas in our heads when we were children, or it doesn't even matter whether you're children or a young adult, about something you wanted to do. And the person closest to you, the person that you love, that you cherish, that you believe in and trust in the most, is the one that tells you, I'm sorry, I know you. It's impossible, you can't do it. And you take those words and you make it your belief. And you say, this person knows me more than I know myself. Well, at least that's what we think. We think that the people that we love know us more than we know us. So we believe them. And we say, if they tell me that I can't do it, then why should I? How is it possible then? A lot of the times, our loved ones, the people who are closest to us that have these really strong opinions about what we're capable of, they are well-meaning. They say these things because they love us and they want to protect us from future disappointments. They don't want us to crash and fail. And sometimes they project their own disappointments on us and they have us believing that because they were not capable of doing something, then we are not capable of doing it either. Now, during the course of this week, I'd love for you to look at those things that you had wanted to do. The dream that you have, that goal that you've put in the back burner, because there are so many people who have told you, you know what, this isn't going to happen. Face reality. People love using that word. Face the reality of the situation. You don't have the money, you don't have the skills, you don't have the looks, you don't have the personality to pull this off. So what makes you think you can do it? And you know what? There is this one wonderful quote that Les Brown, the motivational speaker, was told when he was younger and he felt that he was incapable of becoming the man that he is today. And his teacher then told him, do not make somebody's opinion of you become your reality. I know it's difficult right now. It's difficult for you to see beyond who you are, beyond what you think you're capable of. But listen to yourself and ask yourself, whenever these doubts come that tell you things are never going to change, you're going to be here for the rest of your life, ask yourself, is it absolutely true? I want you to go through this week challenging these thoughts. Every time you tell yourself that you can't do something, ask yourself, is it absolutely true? And have I done everything I can before I draw this conclusion that I'm incapable of doing it? Or did I just take somebody's opinion and decide to make it my truth, make it my belief, make it my reality? I'll tell you one thing. If I believed in the thoughts that I told myself, I wouldn't be standing here telling you this. Because when I started this, I had doubts. I kept telling myself, who are you? Who do you think you are to talk to people? Who do you think you are to tell people that they are capable of doing something, that they should believe in themselves? Who appointed you the teacher? Who appointed you the self-proclaimed guru? And those kinds of thoughts are crippling. They can crush you. But there has to be another side of you who says, but if I don't do it, who will? Who am I going to wait for? I believe that I am the perfect candidate to do this. And the more you start moving towards the direction of your goal, the more you start taking small steps every day, the more you start attracting the people that you need to help you, the resources that you need to move you from one place to another. Do not believe in the reality of right now. Don't believe in the people who are telling you that you can't do something because of where you are and because of what you have and because of who they think you are. It doesn't matter, even if they are your family members, even if it's your best friend, whoever it is that has known you for their entire lives. They don't know you. They don't know what's in your heart. Listen to yourself. Listen to that inner compass, that inner voice that tells you that there's something that's been put in you and it's time for you to let it out. It's time for you to reveal it to the world. And don't worry about how you start. Don't worry about how small it looks. Have the vision to think bigger. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it's touched you, if this message has made an impact on you, feel free to like, feel free to share it, feel free to comment on it and tell me about the dreams that you have had that you want to pursue and that maybe at this point may be a bit difficult. And stay tuned for more of these articles, videos, podcasts. I am always doing this every week. Thanks again. My name is Sheila McKenna, and this has been Push Factor TV. Take care of yourselves.